The sun is hot in Arizona.
We are changing the state capital.
But nothing like the political heat on Arizona Governor Jan Brewer, all week pushed and pulled by opponents and supporters of the toughest anti-illegal immigration law in the country. Today, she drew even more heat and signed it into law.
Though many people disagree, I firmly believe it represents what's best for Arizona.
The new law requires police to demand proof of citizenship or legal residency, a driver's license or state ID from anyone the officer has reason to suspect might be in the country illegally. Governor Brewer was asked today if she could tell whether someone was here illegally.
I do not know what an illegal immigrant looks like. I can tell you that I think that there are people in Arizona that assume they know what an illegal immigrant looks like. I don't know if they know that for a fact or not.
The law passed with unanimous support from Republican legislators.
Arizona spends $3 billion a year to educate, medicate, and incarcerate illegal aliens. Enough is enough.
But opponents say it's too much.
The reality of the matter is that certain groups, people who look or sound foreign, are going to be disproportionately targeted by this bill.
Protests have been growing bigger and louder all week, denouncing it as racial profiling.
It doesn't matter whether you're a citizen or not. You are being criminalized based on the color of your skin.
In Los Angeles, Cardinal Roger Mahoney, head of the country's largest Catholic archdiocese, called the law mean-spirited and compared it to Nazi repression. Today, at a ceremony for new citizens, President Obama criticized Arizona's actions,
which threaten to undermine basic notions of fairness that we cherish as Americans.
But Governor Brewer says civil rights protections are written into the law.
I will not tolerate racial discrimination or racial profiling in Arizona.
One thing on which everyone can agree, this law will be challenged in court. Katie?
Bill Whitaker. Bill, thanks very much. Jan Crawford is our chief legal correspondent. Jan, it begs the question, is this constitutional?
Well, Katie, it raises serious constitutional problems and, of course, the issue of racial profiling. It says that police can stop people if they have reasonable suspicion that someone's in the country illegally. But what gives police suspicion that someone's here illegally? How can they prove that without showing that kind of identification? The Supreme Court has ruled that police can't stop people based solely on their Mexican appearance. So it appears that that could be a real problem under the Constitution. It also burdens Hispanic U.S. citizens. How do they prove that they're here legally? The Supreme Court has also ruled that state laws requiring citizens to present identification also are illegal.
And who ultimately is responsible overall for immigration policy, the states or the federal government?
Well, the federal government has its own immigration statute, sets its own immigration policy, so there's a real argument here, a separate argument, that the states have no business intervening in this area. So the point there is that it's not even clear that states can require illegal immigrants to carry papers in the first place.
All right, Chief Legal Correspondent Jan Crawford in Washington. Jan, thank you.